Hello everyone and welcome to this movie review. Today I saw a documentary in the theater. The film is called Lambert and Stamp. It is a rock documentary because it's about these two guys. One guy named Kit Lambert and the other guy named Chris Stamp, who got together in the 1960s and did something extraordinary in the music world. They were two filmmakers that were looking to make some projects together. And before I saw the film, I was noticed that Stamp, where have I heard Stamp before? Well, the only time I've ever heard a guy by the last name of Stamp is Terrence Stamp. And Terrence Stamp is actually the brother of Chris Stamp. So Terrence Stamp is actually a part of this documentary, especially when they get into their childhood growing up together. But the main focus is on Kit Lambert and Chris Stamp, two filmmakers, two producers that wanted to get together and make a movie and incorporate a band. So they went to look around for bands during that time, and they came across a band called the High Numbers, and that band would go on to, they decided to work with that band, but that band would go on to become The Who. Most people probably know that already, especially fans of The Who. I didn't know that. I'm a fan of The Who. I would say I love their music, but I really don't follow their life or their whole, I don't know, just where they came from. I've never really seen, I don't know if I've ever seen a documentary where it examined what happened in their life. I love their music. You know, you hear the music on the radios, you just dance, sing, you party. It's just some great rock and roll music, and it's going to last the test of time. So I was excited to see this film because I didn't really know the beginnings of The Who. And the really interesting story that kind of came out of these two filmmakers that were just looking to make a film, and also at the same time liked this band and wanted to manage this band and, of course, help this band improve in the music world, which, of course, they did. The Who is one of the biggest, greatest rock acts ever, and they're still going strong, even though some of the members have passed away. In this film, we do have interviews with the living members of The Who. Of course, I said Terrence Stamp is interviewed, especially when he focuses on his brother and his childhood together. Sadly, Kit Lambert passed away years ago, so you can only see him in stock footage and old interviews. But we get new interviews with the band, The Who, and also friends and colleagues of them, and of course Chris Stamp, who gives his, eye on the scene commentary of what was going on during the time, all the ups and downs of everything. And anyways, that's what the movie's about. I really found this film to be very, very interesting. Again, I'm not a super fan of The Who, so I was definitely educated today about their upbringings and what they, the miracle of these two groups of people getting together. And I don't know if they would have went places if these people never met. So those are some of the ideas that were going through my head as I was watching it. Really well-made film, well put together. Interviews were great, very interesting. It was also fun to learn that Chris Stamp and Terrence Stamp, brothers, hanging out, and they helped each other's out and influenced one another. And the amazing things that, once The Who got together with these two guys, they kind of just became so big that they were definitely still kind of a part of these producers and these filmmakers' lives, but they became a whole entity of themselves. It was quite amazing and interesting for the most part. I felt it was very insightful, and there's great music throughout the film from The Who, which I love. I love all that music. And as someone who's not really keen on where they came from, their background, even though I know who the members of the band are, and I'm familiar with them, and I know at one time there was going to be a movie about the drummer, and I don't know if that's still in the works, but I'd like to see that. I think there'd be now that I've seen a documentary about this, I would like to see a live action movie about this, because I think it'd be really interesting. I think there's a lot more stories to be told, and especially for the people that are alive, I bet they would want those stories to be told right as well, as long as they're alive. And probably interesting because Keith Moon as the drummer, that guy was just interesting individual. But the whole band is great. They were the ones that are living, of course, were a part of this film, and they gave a lot of insight on the whole situation. I do wish I was more emotionally involved in this story. I enjoyed the music, but at times I felt like this was slightly a standard documentary in its presentation, but the subject matter alone is interesting enough to recommend it. And for that, I am going to recommend this film and give Lambert and Stamp. I'm going to give the film a solid 3 stars out of 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.